Honorable Speaker.
I now call the meeting to order. We will now take up item number 13. Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Chief Minister in charge, Finance, to present the budget estimates for 2025 to 2026. Chief Minister, please.
Honorable Speaker, sir, with your permission, I rise to present the budget for the financial year 2025-2026. So it's a great honor to be standing in this august house to present my 8th consecutive budget. As we all are aware, the state budget is the most comprehensive statement on the government's policies and developmental priorities. This year's budget-making exercise was special in several ways. We invited citizen participation through a formal pre-budget consultation with engaged citizens, leaders, academicians, and civil society members. This engagement enriched my understanding on the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of the different sections of our society and strengthened the budgeting exercise. The government has also placed the state's vision document for 2032 in public domain and has conducted regional and sectoral consultations over the last 6 months. This budget has benefited from the feedback gathered through this exercise. Meghalaya's vision is to become a $10 billion economy by 2028 and to be amongst the top 10 states in the country, both in terms of per capita GDP and achievement of sustainable development goals by 2032, when we celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of statehood. This vision has been translated into an actionable plan called Meghalaya Mission 10. The mission is centered around leveraging 10 opportunities, sectors which will drive growth and create employment for our youth. I also have made 10 commitments to ensure that every Meghalayan benefits from the growth story. I am grateful to all citizens who have provided inputs to finalize the Meghalaya Mission 10. I am proud to say that the Mission 10 is by the people, of the people, and for the people. Another defining feature of this year's budget is that it builds on the learning from the ongoing consultation with the 16th Finance Commission. All states and unions are engaging with the 16th Finance Commission, which is mandated to make recommendations inter alia on the sharing of taxes between the union and the states and amongst the states for the period 2026-2031. The Commission visited Meghalaya in September 2024, and I had the privilege of making a detailed submission on the state's development journey over the last decade and our aspirations for 2032. The 250-page memorandum submitted to the Commission is in the public domain and has a detailed analysis of the state's priorities, challenges, and the way forward. So the long-run analysis of Meghalaya's economy and development indicators vis-a-vis other northeastern and hilly states clearly showed that the period 2010 to 18 was a time of crisis for state finances. This meant that we were unable to make critical investments in sectors like health, education, and core infrastructures like roads, water supply, and power. Meghalaya's growth during this period was slower compared to the northeastern region's steady progress. For instance, a comparative analysis of the multidimensional poverty index of Assam and Meghalaya shows how both states had similar poverty rates at the start of the period and how Assam reduced its multidimensionally poor population by 13% whereas Meghalaya reduced by only 4.8%. Sir, I am proud to inform this august House that the MDA government has been able to achieve a reverse of fortunes for Meghalaya and its people since 2018. We have achieved an impressive 11% economic growth over the last 7 years. The growth is fueled by expanding public investments due to increase in tax devolution and states-owned revenues, leveraging centrally sponsored schemes, externally aided projects, and new schemes like the special assistance to states for capital investment. Despite losing 2 years to COVID pandemic, we have been able to streamline state finances, improve governance, strengthen service delivery, protect the rights of the indigenous people, maintain peace and harmony, and make transformative investments across sectors. The results of these investments are already visible in sectors like health, water supply, tourism, women empowerment, entrepreneurship, information technology, and power. However, the indicators in sectors like agriculture, nutrition, and education need longer turnaround times. The government is committed to work harder and strengthen collaborations to ensure improvement in every sustainable development goal. The Meghalaya model of development is built on principles of strengthening traditional community institutions, investing in citizens, leveraging technology, and forging national and international partnerships. We are one of the front-runner states in the country in terms of direct investment in citizens and traditional institutions. We are providing multi-crore investments to cooperative societies for building large agri-processing units, multi-million investment support to individual entrepreneurs for setting up businesses, and grants to communities to build infrastructure. The village employment councils and village health councils are the state's institutional partners in delivering programs like Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, National Health Mission, and PM Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission at the grassroots. I firmly believe, and the results bear witness to the wonderful things that we can collectively achieve in our quest to make Meghalaya a developed state by 2032. This budget will provide the framework for growth, job creation, and improving citizen well-being. In 2023, when MDA-2 government was formed, we announced the target of making Meghalaya a 10 billion economy and doubling the state's GDP from then 42,697 to 85,000 crores in 2028. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation approved GSDP numbers for 23-24 is 53,057 crores, and the projected GSDP for 25-26 is at an impressive 66,645 crore. The annual growth rate for the period 2023-26 stands at 12.7%, and we are certain to achieve our target for 2028. So the total estimated transfers from centre to Meghalaya are expected to rise to 20,568 crores in 2025-26, up from the revised estimates of 19,242 crores in the current financial year. This growth is largely driven by India's robust economic performance. Notably, the share of central taxes is projected to increase by 10.5% to 10,910 crores in 2025-26, up from 9,870 crores in the current year. I would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for steering the country's growth over the last decade. My government has made strong efforts to improve tax and non-tax revenues. State's own tax revenue has witnessed a significant surge, reaching 4,041 crores in the current year, marking almost a threefold increase from 1,450 crores in 2017-18. I am projecting the state's own tax revenue to reach 4,226 crores in 2025-26, comprising of GST of 2,094 crores, taxes on sales and trade of 1,180 crores, and excise of 682 crores. State's own non-tax revenue collection has been unpredictable in the recent past due to various judgments of honorable courts and long-drawn transition to scientific mining. However, the outlook is optimistic, with 3 mining leases being awarded and 20 more at different stages of approval. I am projecting a non-tax revenue of 797 crores in 2025-26. Mr. Speaker, sir, I estimate the total expenditure for 2025-26 to be 30,003 crores, given the increased transfers from the centre and projected state revenue. This is a 3-fold increase in expenditure over the 8-year period, which is one of the highest growth rates in the country. Expenditure in 2017-18 was only 9,858 crores. Country's expenditure during the same period has increased by 2.3 times. The total expenditure of 30,003 crores comprises of 23,353 crores state expenditure and 6,650 crores CSS expenditure. Total revenue expenditure for the year is 20,556 crores and capital expenditure is 9,447 crores. Notably, the projected capital expenditure is a 7-fold increase from 2017-18 levels of 1,435 crores. Sir, I will move to the second part of my speech, deliberating on the Meghalaya Mission 10, the 10 opportunities and the 10 commitments. Our beautiful state is a land of many strengths and possibilities. The government has identified 10 key opportunities that are driving growth and employment. We are making steady progress in unlocking each of these opportunities. Sir, I also would like to add out here that while in the past we used to make different projections and budget estimates based on departments, in this budget speech you will see that our vision is driven by the purpose behind the scheme and not the scheme in itself. And that is what defines this particular and differentiates this particular budget speech, because schemes are very department-centric. But the purpose that is there behind the schemes can be multi-dimensional and multi-departmental. And hence, we are driven by the purpose and the reason for that scheme rather than the scheme-driven approach which was followed in the past. And hence, you will see this budget speech more in line with the opportunities and the commitments which I will give in detail now. Investments, promotion, and private sector development. Sir, to achieve our GSDP target, we need substantial private sector investments amounting to at least $1 billion, or approximately 8,500 crores. The Meghalaya Industrial and Investment Promotion Policy 2024 has been notified in March 2024. The policy aligns with the Government of India's Uttar Purva Transformative Industrialization Scheme, or Unnati 2024, for northeastern states, providing incentives on capital investment, interest subvention, GST reimbursement, and green incentives for driving sustainability. A customized package of incentives is also available for investments above 100 crores and for industries with green patents. The policy emphasizes employment opportunities for our local population. It mandates that 90% of non-managerial positions and 50% of managerial positions be filled by local people within 3 years of commercial operation by industrial units. The Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority, established last financial year, is now dedicatedly managing the investment promotion ecosystem. The state has further created a business-friendly environment through ease of doing business initiatives, implementing 280 business reform action plan reforms in 2025, up from 0 in 2018. The single window approval system has been revamped to streamline the setup of industries by decentralizing processes at various levels. The authority is also creating new land banks and developing state-of-the-art industrial parks. The first such industrial park, spread over 633 acres, is being developed in Tikrikela block of West Garo Hills. A major player in the beverage industry, Varun Beverages, is investing around 300 crores in a new plant for carbonated soft drinks and fruit-based beverages in Mendipathar, North Garo Hills. This investment will create approximately 500 jobs and boost local suppliers and transportation companies. Lemon Tree Hotels has been awarded a project of about 124 crores to build, operate and transfer the Orchid Hotel in Shillong under a public-private partnership. This project will create numerous employment opportunities for the youth. 4 new 5-star hotels and luxury resorts with a total investment of around 900 crores at Umiam, Sora, Maudindiang and Khanapara are under finalization through PPP mode. Furthermore, 2 projects to develop luxury cottages with a total investment of around 52 crores has been finalized. With these investments amounting to 1,400 crores have already been grounded, and investments worth 2,000 crores in sectors such as bamboo, hydropower and tourism are in the pipeline for the next financial year. So I would like to add one line to this para, just to clarify that all these investments are going to be made by the private sector. So these are not investments by the government, but these companies will come in, and these 5-star hotels, this 1,400 crores, the investments will be made by the private sector. So the government has reached a consensus with all stakeholders and approved the closure of Mamlu Chera Cements Limited. A one-time financial package of 98.25 crores has been sanctioned to safeguard the interest of the employees. The initial tranche of about 40 crores is being released this financial year. I would like to update that the funds are being transferred as we speak, and maybe in a matter of 2 to 3 days, the funds will be made available, the first installment will be made available to the employees. I'm allocating the balance amount of about 58.25 crores for the next financial year. We also plan to develop additional tourism infrastructure in and around Maumulu to further benefit all the stakeholders. Agriculture and high-value horticulture. Over the past 7 years, we have been investing in targeted interventions towards meeting the goal of more than doubling our farmers' income. Several of these interventions are bearing results, leading to increase in income by 30% to 80% for the beneficiary farmers participating in government programs on mushroom, floriculture, strawberry, passion fruit, ginger, turmeric, and more. The area under many high-value crops has increased significantly in the last 5 years. Area under black pepper has increased from 2,083 hectares in 2020 to 3,254 hectares. Coffee has increased from 337 hectares to 785 hectares. For mushroom, the production has grown from 27 metric tons in 2018 to 171 metric tons at present. A total of 10,718 hectares of area expansion has been achieved in the last 5 years, benefiting more than 50,000 farmers. Under the CM Farm Plus initiative, farmers are provided with quality planting materials for selected crops and trained in good agriculture practices. I am allocating 40 crores to CM Farm Plus for 2025-26 and target to increase 10,000 hectares of area in the next 3 years. Under the floriculture mission, we are supporting farmers to cultivate high-value flowers like orchids, enabling them to earn supplementary incomes of up to 1 lakh per annum. So far, 469 farmers have been supported through this mission, and 1,000 farmers will be supported next year. I am allocating 86 crores for the floriculture mission. The state's capacity for value addition has also been greatly enhanced in the last few years. A total of 164 small processing units and 13 large processing units, prime hubs, have been set up in the last 2 years for various crops. These units have a cumulative capacity to process over 8,000 metric tons of agriculture produce and are benefiting over 10,000 farmers annually. And we will ensure that every block in the state has at least one functioning prime hub by 2028. We are also promoting establishment of post-harvest storage structures like warehouses, cold storage, and pack houses. In the last 5 years, 44 cold storages and 202 pack houses have been set up. 87 warehouses with a total capacity of over 19,000 metric tons are under construction under CM Elevate program. To address the issue of distress selling of crops which are susceptible to market price volatility, I launched the CM Assure program. This year, over 22,000 small and marginal broom and areca nut farmers will be able to sell their produce at a notified price to the Meghalaya State Agriculture Marketing Board. Under this initiative, I am allocating a sum of 50 crores for the year 2025-26. For the next financial year, overall allocation for Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Department stands at 618 crores, including 450 crores from state resources, which is almost a 43% increase over this year's allocation. Animal husbandry and livestock. Animal husbandry is important both for providing nutritional security and additional income for our rural households. Piggery sector in particular is crucial for livelihood of many of our citizens. Under the piggery mission, 52 crores of interest-free loan has been provided to 330 cooperatives for setting up breeding and fattening units. Under the CM Elevate program, 1,357 individual beneficiaries have been sanctioned 50% credit-linked subsidy for rearing pigs. Given the large number of people who are engaged in livestock sector, improving extension and other veterinary services is paramount. The government has initiated the process of setting up a state-of-the-art veterinary hospital at Upper Shillong. The Meghalaya State Aquaculture Mission 3.0 will be launched soon. The mission will target production of 19,000 metric tons of fish and will benefit 50,000 fish farmers. Part of the mission will be implemented under the banner of CM Elevate with the same 50% subsidy structure as other livestock initiatives. I am allocating 30 crores for implementing the Meghalaya State Aquaculture Mission 3.0 in 2025-26. Sports and creative economy. So since the formation of the state of Meghalaya, no government at any period of time has encouraged sports like ours. I believe that sports is the way to channelize our youth towards a better future. Since 2018, about 1,500 crores of state funds have been committed towards sports infrastructure development, compared to only about 100 crores during the period 2001 to 2018. We have also hosted over 10 national and international sports events since 2022, including the Indian Super League, the Durand Cup, the Elite Men's Boxing Championship, and the ICF World Cup qualifier for India. The cumulative investment in sports has resulted in the success of the athletes at regional and national level. The 38th National Games saw Meghalaya achieve its joint highest medal tally in the Games history, bagging 5 medals. I am delighted that the 39th National Games will be held in Meghalaya in 2027. Despite interest from larger states such as Chhattisgarh and Assam, the dedication and preparedness of our state was the deciding factor in our favor. This is certainly a time for celebration and reaffirming our commitment to sports development. The Meghalaya Sports Action Plan was recently released. In the next 3 years, close to 1,900 crores is estimated to be spent in sports, including for hosting of the 39th National Games. Access to sports infrastructure shall be the largest component of this investment. The construction of 732 crore Maukunu Football Complex, a 40,000 capacity dedicated football stadium, will commence in the next financial year. The stadium shall be the epicenter of Meghalaya's aspiration to be the football capital of India. We are also developing the overall ecosystem with grassroots infrastructure developments, including 35 new artificial turfs, 140 grassroots centers, and providing grants to local clubs hosting large events and engaging fans. The CM's football mission, which was recently launched, will enable these initiatives. I am allocating 10 crores for this purpose. Major ongoing projects like the JN Stadium, the PS Sangma Sports Complex, the Ampati Stadium, and the Jongsha Indoor Stadium will be completed soon. I am allocating 236 crores for completing ongoing projects and implementing new projects in 2025-26. The government has recently notified the Meghalaya Outstanding Sportspersons Direct Appointment Policy, under which jobs are guaranteed for athletes winning medals at national and international level in International Olympics Committee recognized sports. I believe in better exposure of our youth at regional, national and international levels to broaden their horizon. The Meghalaya Games is providing a platform both for sporting excellence and for youth to discover different regions of the state. To further this discovery, the Chief Minister's Youth Exchange Program shall be reimagined and scaled manifold. Youth selected through talent identification programs will be sent for exposure visits and learning programs to different parts of the country and even internationally. We target 30,000 youths over the next 3 years, and I'm allocating 10 crores for this purpose. The creative industries in Meghalaya are witnessing unprecedented transformation. The state-owned OTT platform, Hello Meghalaya, offers financial incentives of up to 5 lakhs per film and 18,000 per month for digital content creators. This novel initiative is providing a platform for content creation and dissemination in Khasi, Garo, Panar, and other local languages. Meghalaya Grassroots Music Program is a state-supported initiative for musicians under which an amount of 18 crores has been dispersed to local artists and event managers. For these novel programs, I am budgeting 35 crores in 2025-26. Entrepreneurship and skilling. Sir, entrepreneurship holds the key for large-scale job creation in a growing economy like ours. Meghalaya today has the most robust support mechanism for entrepreneurs amongst smaller states in the country. Under the Prime program, 200 high-potential startups have been incubated over the last 5 years. Another 400 entrepreneurs have been provided funding support, and 280 new rural businesses have been handheld from concept to market stage. The urban prime hubs at Shillong and Tura have been vibrant spaces that support entrepreneurship and innovation. New hubs are being set up at Nongpo and Jowai. Under the CM Elevate program, the government is providing support ranging from 35% to 75% for setting up businesses across sectors. In the current year, 2,840 projects have been approved with a total cost of 146 crores, which includes a government subsidy of 86 crores. The cumulative impact of Prime and CM Elevate programs is 10,000 direct and indirect jobs and a vibrant ecosystem involving 8,000 plus entrepreneurs, 25 educational institutions, and 30 plus national and international partners. I am targeting to support 5,000 beneficiaries under the CM Elevate for 2025-26. I am increasing the government subsidy under CM Elevate for sports, entertainment, and wellness businesses from the current 35% to 50%. I am also increasing the support ceiling under prime startup grants from 25 lakhs to 35 lakhs, and for the scale-up loan from 50 lakhs to 75 lakhs. Mini startup grants of up to 50,000 rupees will also be provided. I am allocating an amount of 70 crores for the Prime and CM Elevate programs in 2025-26. Sir, entrepreneurship and skilling complement each other and will together amplify the employment impact. In 2024-25, under the Skills Meghalaya initiative, we have trained 18,800 individuals across 190 trades, onboarded 68 training providers, and established 347 training centers. So far, 1,777 trained individuals have secured jobs, earning an average additional income of 1 lakh per year. A state-of-the-art skills and innovation hub is being constructed at New Shillong at a cost of 82 crores. A similar hub will be constructed at Tura at a cost of 50 crores in 2025-26. The government has successfully facilitated overseas placement of 60 nurses in countries like Japan, Singapore, and UK. The salaries of these nurses ranges from 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs per month, and they are able to remit up to 1 lakh rupees per month to their families back home in Meghalaya. The success of these individuals has captured the imagination of our youth, and more are now aspiring to work abroad. The state government will implement a comprehensive skilling initiative from 2025-26 called the Chief Minister's Skill Mission. The mission will target skilling of 1 lakh youth for the local economy, 10,000 youth for the national economy, and 5,000 youth for the global economy over the next 3 years. In addition to skilling, we will also provide toolkits, seed capital funding, and other end-to-end support. I am allocating an amount of 100 crores for the first year for the CM Skill Mission. As artificial intelligence and deep tech continue to transform the world, investments in innovation, skilling, and entrepreneurship will give the highest dividends. We will create a separate department of entrepreneurship and skilling to institutionalize and implement the various state and central government programs in a coordinated manner. Tourism, arts, culture, and heritage. The tourist footfall in the state in 2024 stood at 16 lakhs, a 33% increase from the pre-COVID level of 12 lakhs. To cater to the growing number and to extend the tourist stay in our state, we need to build more rooms. Under the Meghalaya Tourism Homestay Scheme, 622 projects have been sanctioned in the last 2 years, and about 2,000 rooms are under construction. The scheme provides 70% subsidy in rural areas, 35% of which is borne by the state government, and balance 35% is leveraged from Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. To further support the homestay entrepreneurs, I am increasing the state government subsidy from 35% to 45% to benefit 2,000 new homestay entrepreneurs from 2025-2026. A second key thrust area is the strengthening of existing tourist destinations and developing newer ones. This year alone, the government has initiated new tourism projects worth 450 crores. These include the redevelopment of Umiam Lake, MICE tourism destination at Maukunu, tourist hub and skywalk at Dimpep, Ungot riverfront development at Dauki, waterfall trails experience at Sora, adventure park at Domjinru, Kinshi, and hospitality complexes at Nongmahir, Mausanram, and Pelga. In next financial year, projects costing 600 crores will be taken up. These include the Rain and Bamboo Interpretation Center at Mausanram, the Warichora Cultural Center, the Living Root Museum at Walinkot, the Coffee Experience Center at Marangar, luxury resort at Adokri, Soyong, Nongna, and tourist experiential hub at Nartiam. Convention cum hospitality centers will be built in district headquarters of East Garo Hills, Eastern West Khasi Hills, North Garo Hills, West Khasi Hills, South Garo Hills, East Jaintia Hills, Southwest Khasi Hills, and Ribhoi. Grant in aid of up to 25 lakhs is being provided to communities to build and upgrade tourism infrastructure. For 2025-2026, we will take up 100 new projects through community participation. Over the last 6 years, we have leveraged the state's strength of nature, music, culture, and people to brand Meghalaya as one of the country's most desired tourist destinations. The many festivals and concerts organized and supported by the government have created hundreds of employment opportunities, strengthened brand Meghalaya, and demonstrated the possibilities of concert economy. We have made significant strides in preserving Meghalaya's natural and cultural heritage. The comprehensive dossier for nomination of the Jinkiejri, Liu Chrai, the Living Root Bridges, cultural landscape as a World Heritage Site has been submitted to the Archaeological Survey of India, and informally we have also submitted the proposal to UNESCO. For the year 2025-26, infrastructure projects worth 100 crores will be implemented to further arts, crafts and culture. These include the construction of Indigenous Cultural Center of Senkhasi Khmer at Shillong, the Traditional Music Center at Wakhen, Khasi Cultural Heritage Center at Sora, and the Garo Cultural Heritage Center at Mandalgri. Climate resilient green economy. Meghalaya's growth and employment potential is interconnected with its rich forest cover, biodiversity, and water resources. The government places utmost importance on climate-proofing livelihoods and in mitigating the adverse impact of climate change. Under the Green Meghalaya program, 3,300 communities and individuals who are protecting 54,000 hectares of forest are being provided annual cash incentives in lieu of ecosystem services. This program has been expanded and relaunched this year as Green Meghalaya Plus, targeting the conservation of an additional 50,000 hectares. The incentive structure has been enhanced from 8,000 per hectares to 10,000 per hectares at the base level. Ceiling for incentives is fixed at 20,000 per hectare for dense forest areas and eco-sensitive zones. For the year 2025-26, I am allocating 100 crores for implementation of Green Meghalaya Plus, country's largest payment for ecosystem service program. Ongoing afforestation programs spreading over 30,000 hectares will continue to be supported. Meghalaya's susceptibility to natural disasters including cyclonic storms, floods, landslides and earthquakes poses significant threat to life, property and infrastructure. The government has taken various steps to streamline and decentralize the distribution of disaster relief. We will further shorten the administrative process to support people in distress. I am allocating an amount of 186 crores for disaster management, out of which 90 crores is from state resources. Over the last 6 years, Meghalaya has significantly expanded its irrigation infrastructure and watershed management initiatives. Area under irrigation has increased from 1 lakh hectares in 2018 to over 1.5 lakh hectares today. By 2028, an additional 59,000 hectares will be brought under irrigation, ensuring water security for farmers and households. The construction work of 295 small multi-purpose reservoirs has been initiated this year at a cost of 205 crores. To strengthen irrigation and water conservation initiatives, I am allocating a budget of 559 crores for soil and water conservation and water resource department, including 338 crores from the state's resources, which is almost a 16% increase from this year's allocation. Urban transformation. As urbanization accelerates, 43% of India's population will live in cities by 2035. Our state too is poised for change. To prepare for this growth, the government is proactively planning future-ready cities. The development of New Shillong City is a major milestone. In this year, projects worth more than 2,000 crores have been initiated at Umsauli. These include Meghalaya's new secretariat, the Unity Mall, development of trunk road network, Meghalaya Skills and Innovation Hub, Prime Hub, Heliport, and Working Women's Hostel. The proposed new secretariat is an iconic project that symbolizes the aspirations of the state, and it will serve as a center of public service and improved governance. The Knowledge City is being developed at Maukunu with tourism, sports, IT, and education as the growth drivers. The construction of an iconic monument reflecting the rich cultural heritage of Meghalaya will be taken up in the next financial year. New Shillong is being developed as a model non-motorized city. To ensure seamless connectivity within the city, a comprehensive internal road network is being implemented, featuring a 20-kilometer stretch of wide footpaths and cycling tracks. This will make New Shillong one-of-a-kind futuristic city. To strengthen connectivity between Shillong and New Shillong, 3 road projects of 16 kilometers are under construction. Additional new roads will be taken up in the next financial year. These include Polo to Belfont, Mopa to Nongkoliu, Lumdingshai to Shillong Bypass, and 3 segments of southern bypass from Molingat to Mokasiang via Moshbut and Molundri. The detailed blueprint for decongesting Shillong is being implemented. This includes measures such as redevelopment of junctions and roads, regulation of street vending, increasing parking capacity, improving public transportation, and technological intervention through the newly inaugurated Integrated Command and Control Center. The proposal for relocating the police reserve and the central jail from the heart of the city to New Shillong is being finalized. The plan for the comprehensive redevelopment of Kindailad and Yodo is finalized and will be implemented in 2025-26. All these initiatives will enhance the state's readiness for hosting the national games in 2027. Initiatives to enhance urban amenities in Tura are ongoing. The installation of street lights and first phase of beautification have been completed. The second phase of beautification, including redevelopment of Najang Bazar, is estimated at 70 crores. The construction of Tura Integrated Administrative Complex at a cost of 170 crores will be initiated in 2025-26. Work on Integrated Administrative Complex and the Yamusiang Market at Jowai are ongoing. Waste management in urban areas is a key focus. As promised in the last budget, a significant step has been taken by initiating bio-mining of legacy waste at Marten at a cost of 30 crores. As of now, 36% of the total legacy waste amounting to 1.26 lakh metric tons has been cleared. I am certain that Marten will be clear of all legacy waste by the end of next financial year. Similar efforts of legacy waste management through biomining are ongoing at Tura. New landfill sites are being planned for Jowai, Williamnagar, Nongstoin, and other towns. Government's efforts to collaborate with local bodies and Shnongs through My City campaign have shown success. To further strengthen this partnership, I am announcing a new scheme called CM Urban Revitalization Scheme. Under this scheme, the communities and Shnongs will be given grants for infrastructure development. For the financial year 2025-26, I am allocating an amount of 957 crores for the capital works in urban sector, out of which 707 crores is from state resources. Regional connectivity and border trade. Enhanced regional connectivity and border trade is a significant economic lever for Meghalaya. The 19-kilometer long iconic Dhubri-Phulbari Bridge connecting Assam and Meghalaya is under construction. We will initiate the construction of NH 127B from Phulbari to Goiragri, sanctioned at a cost of 1,242 crores next year, which means this coming financial year. These two projects, along with Tura-Dalu Road, implemented by National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation, will facilitate the seamless movement of goods and people in the Garo Hills. I have also taken up the proposal for development of a comprehensive border economic corridor from Dalu to Sonapur with the Ministry of Donor and Road Transport and Highways. The corridor of 450 kilometers provides access to 9 land custom stations and 1 border hut at Balat. This corridor has 25 dilapidated bridges and is missing multiple links, which hinders the movement of high-capacity freight and passenger vehicles. We will initiate the construction of some of the priority missing links and bridges in the next year. Other infrastructure at border huts and land custom stations will also be strengthened. The hilly Mahendraganj Transnational Economic Corridor is aimed at enhancing connectivity between Meghalaya and the rest of India through Bangladesh. From Meghalaya's perspective, this 100-kilometer route has the potential to shorten travel time and cost by 25 to 60% from Kolkata to growth centers like Tura, Bakmara, Dalu and Dauki. Presently, road alignment analytics prepared by NHIDCL are shared with Bangladesh for conducting a feasibility study for the project. I am very optimistic about the hilly Mahendraganj corridor and believe it will be transformative for the entire region in the coming years. The Interstate Border Area Development Program will continue to be implemented to improve basic infrastructure like schools, playfields, community halls, roads, bridges in the villages bordering Assam. I am allocating an amount of 29 crores for this program in 2025-26, as was promised yesterday to the honorable members. Increased public investment. Public investments play a critical role for driving economic growth in the absence of strong private sector. The government has embarked on a strategy of maximizing the fiscal space provided under the FRBM Act and leveraging all available grants and low-cost funds for the government of India, from the government of India. Most of these funds are merit-based and are allocated to states which have higher absorption and better implementation capacity. Meghalaya's performance in accessing reform-based funding under the Special Assistance to States for Capital Investment in the recent past has been noteworthy. We will be able to leverage 2,450 crores in the current financial year under this program, and the estimate for 2025-26 is 2,695 crores. Most of the large capital projects in the sector of roads, water supply, tourism, power and urban are being funded through this program. I extend my deepest gratitude to the Honorable Finance Minister of India for this ASCII program that supports progressive small states like us. Meghalaya has also achieved 19% compounded annual growth in centrally sponsored scheme in the last 8 years. We are consistently amongst the best performing states in accessing funds under national flagship programs like Jal Jeevan Mission, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, the National Health Mission, National Rural Livelihood Mission, and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. Externally aided projects is another funding window for the state that the state has availed quite successfully. EAPs are performance and merit-based funding provided by agencies like World Bank, ADB, and JICA. For northeastern and hilly states, 90% of the amount is repaid by the Government of India. In 2018, Meghalaya was implementing 5 such projects with total funding support of 2,500 crores. Over the last 7 years, 13 new projects have been approved at 7,427 crores. I am estimating the expenditure under EAPs to reach a record high of 1,426 crores in 2025-26. 10 commitments for Mission 10. Every Meghalayan and every region of our state, of our beautiful state, should reap the benefits of higher economic growth. As Abraham Lincoln said, commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. Our government's 10 commitments reflect this dedication, and we will achieve these by 2032 when the state celebrates its Diamond Jubilee. Improve connectivity and mobility. Sir, we recognize connectivity as the backbone of socio-economic growth. Over the past 7 years, we have sanctioned nearly 4,000 crores of road projects, including 1,000 crore in the current financial year itself. This is a huge improvement compared to only 659 crore worth of roads sanctioned from 1991 to 2018, in the 3 decades prior to our government. While this is a substantial increase, more work is needed given our difficult terrain and dispersed habitation. All the ongoing 12 NHIDCL projects costing more than 5,000 crores are progressing well. I am happy to apprise this House that the work on the 3 packages of the 38-kilometer Shillong Western Bypass costing over 1,800 crores has been initiated. In addition to the state schemes and national highways, we have developed crucial road corridors through the Meghalaya Integrated Transport Project with support from World Bank. This project is on the verge of successful completion. Consequently, the Government of India has sanctioned the Meghalaya Economic Growth Accelerator Project for development of roads and growth centers with an investment of 2,460 crores. Augmentation of 3,500 kilometers of rural network has been sanctioned since 2018 under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. The last 7 years account for nearly 70% of the total funds sanctioned under PMGSY since its inception in 2000. The state has approximately 1,700 unconnected habitations, and our goal is to connect all of them by 2032. Nearly half of these habitations shall be considered in the next phase of PMGSY, while the remaining habitation will be connected through the Chief Minister's Rural Connectivity Program. In the next financial year, we will connect around 100 habitations and construct 100 new suspension footbridges across the state. The overall budget for the Public Works Department is 2,873 crores, of which 2,122 crores is from the state resource, almost a 15.6% increase over the year's allocation. During my interaction with the people in CM Connect program, internal road connectivity is a recurring grievance. To resolve this, we will create a new component of blacktopping of existing rural roads under the Chief Minister's Rural Connectivity Program. I target to upgrade 200 kilometers of such roads in the next financial year in convergence with MGNREGS and other schemes. I am allocating a budget of 60 crores for this initiative. The government's persistent effort towards augmentation of Shillong Airport are now coming to fruition. Additional land of 22 acres has been identified for expansion of the runway from the current 1,829 meters to 2,400 meters to enable the landing of larger commercial jets, thus improving direct connectivity with major Indian cities. Deliberations are underway to secure the additional land required from the defense authorities and communities. The plan for operationalization of Baljek Airport and establishing regular air connectivity from Shillong to Tura are being finalized. Heliports have been sanctioned for New Shillong and Tura, and construction will begin soon. I am allocating an amount of 63 crores for improving air connectivity in 2025-26. Piped drinking water for all. Providing every household with safe and reliable drinking water remains one of the foremost commitments of the government. Under the Jal Jeevan Mission, number of functional tap water connections has increased from 4,550 in 2019 to 5,32,000 households today. We expect to achieve full coverage of 6.5 lakh households in the next financial year. The government realizes that some of the water sources feeding the JJM schemes are under various levels of stress. About 800 critical water sources have been identified for rejuvenation in phase 1, and DPRs for 67 sources at a cost of 33 crores are finalized. Over 60,000 springs have been mapped and nearly 2,000 spring sheds are being protected. I am allocating an amount of 50 crores for taking up various source sustainability and catchment protection measures in 2025-26. The government has also approved the operation and maintenance policy for water supply schemes to put in place a framework for long-term sustainability. Several large ongoing water supply projects will be completed in the next financial year. These include the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme, Nongstoin Urban Water Supply Scheme, Greater Ampati Water Supply Scheme, and Williamnagar Urban Water Supply Scheme. The new Shillong Water Supply Scheme, with an outlay of 590 crores, is progressing well. The Tura Urban Water Supply Scheme, with an investment of 400 crores, has been initiated recently. This scheme will secure Tura's water supply until 2050, supporting households, institutions, businesses, and the town's emerging tourism sector. I am allocating an amount of 866 crores for capital works in water supply sector, of which 700 crores is from state's resources, an increase of 54% over this year's allocation. Reliable and quality power supply. The power scenario in the state is seeing a turnaround. Financial support in the form of grant takeovers of losses, pension contributions, and equity infusion to the tune of 2,762 crores has been provided to MECL from 2018 to 2025, compared to 312 crores provided from 2012 to 2018. The support has been instrumental to revive the cooperation and to resolve the legacy issues, including settlement of power purchase dues to central sector PSUs and contribution to the Employee Provident Fund. In the last 5 years, the AT&C to 17%, and zero defect billing has improved from 65% to 90%. The average power supply in 2023-24 was 22.21 hours per day in rural areas and 23.14 hours per day in urban areas. The power infrastructure has undergone significant modernization and expansion. This includes the construction of 31 new substations, installation of 2,676 new distribution transformers, and the addition of 2,207 kilometers of high tension lines and 1,222 CKT kilometers of KMS of three-phase low tension lines and 2,359 CKT KMS of Shillong phase low tension lines. New 132/33 kV substations are being built at Nongpo and Maukhanu, and augmentation of 132 kV bus at Nongal Bibra is being taken up. Plans to augment the generation capacity are being implemented, and DPRs for projects of 70 megawatt capacity are ready. I expect the MECL and its three subsidiaries, especially the DISCOMs, to become profitable in the next 3 years and to be of self-sustaining path For the next financial year, I am allocating 1,088 crores for the state from the state resources for the power sector,